What's up, baby? We are going over Monday because I'm sleeping in an airport. Um, yeah, just worst week of all time. So let's do Monday. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything the last couple days I've watched, which would be well Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll take a look at that. Really, 3 days without one. Okay. I drew at a couple of high-level joints here. We are still moving up. You know what I'm saying, so let's just jump in, baby. Let's just jump in. Oh, it's oops. Skipped to 10 o'clock. This is a decent zone up here, but we're kind of getting caught at yesterday's POC right now. But we're in a good uptrend overall, so I think we could break through here. Let's see. And let's see what happened while I was doing this. Yeah, nothing really very good. This is starting to look good. You could take that, but that's a big old risk. It was still, I think it's 10 o'clock right now, so this could be a fake out and we just get reversed. But that's not a bad place to go long, I think. Mm-hmm. There you go. I think I did watch this actually, so my bad. But let's go through it. I need a little out of practice, you know. So yeah, that's a decent place. That's okay. It's just risky is all, but you can kind of see the uptrend forming there. That's another good place. Just not paying attention, huh? This isn't great because this could be a area of resistance. Because you see how it doesn't close up there. But that's not horrible to go long, I would say, on this one. But again, you're running into like a very risky, high risk situation. Like you got to get all the way up there. Higher than yesterday's high. That's where it becomes a little tricky. It's like, got to break through yesterday's high. Okay. But how was your day, chat? How was your week? I can't believe it's Thursday already, honestly. Time flies when you hang out with your family. So you're kind of bouncing off the top of that boy right there. You love to see that, but there's nothing good. I mean, it kind of consolidates right here, so you could, like, depending on how you're looking at it, could call that a zone, but the price action here, we're not making any higher highs until this move already happens. So we just bust right through that bitch. It's another one of those weeks where sometimes it would break through your thing and then go in your direction, you know? But not before invalidating your zone. Yeah. Okay, we get a little movement here. This week is also just like a lot of consolidation, not a ton of not a ton of conviction. This isn't the worst. I don't think. Like, I wonder if it wants to. It might come back down to POC and VWAP. Like, you see how VWAP is kind of converging with POC. Like, could we be becoming more neutral or more bearish? Like, you could get in, but I don't love this. We didn't close above this little situation. Let's just try it. I don't love this. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good. Like, just kind of a structure. Just the structure of this moving up. I like that on that move. I wasn't really paying attention, but where did it? That's so annoying. So annoying. Oh my god, we're so annoying. Where did it? Okay. Where did the thingy? Jesus Christ! Where did the POC change? Well, I swear it changed. No? Am I crazy? I swear the POC moved up, but perhaps not. It was kind of funny that it's exactly where it was last time. Let's reestablish this. Okay. You saw it like almost hitting there. I was just like, you gotta stay in the cut when that's happening. Like, if you made your call, you made your call, man. Because if you start taking profits after you see that happening, like, let's say I saw this second bounce and I'm like, oh fuck that, it's not gonna make it, and I just got out here. If I keep doing that, I'm cutting my risk profile down to less than half. There's like, you just gotta stay in there. And also, like, the more of that you sit through, obviously I'm not doing it on a real count, but like, I imagine that the more times you just sit through that shit and keep your trust in your system, like, by putting your skin in the game and like putting your action, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? I'm yapping again. He's yapping again. But just build that trust in your system by, like, I think one of the best things you can do is just 1-to-1 set it and forget it, and like build out from there. Kind of depends how you're trading, but for me, I just like it. You can set it and you can just walk away. You can go do some work. I used to mess with my take profit stops too much, man. But if you want to feed a system, if you want to feed a statistical system, you need to like have your risk. You need to just do it. It would have to be something like, for you to actually change it, it would truly have to be, I don't love the long here. Because look at that. That's not a good sign. Yeah, that's a little weird. If you're in a trade and like for you to have reason to really like get out, it needs to be like news, which you probably shouldn't be trading during news, or some time constraint, or or as you're watching the market and you see a better trade in the other direction, I could see like getting out and jumping into an opposite trade if you're like, oh, I did screw up my read, but you also have to have faith in your read, so it's a little bit. I think if you're a beginner, just set it and forget it, and you'll learn if you were right or if you were wrong. Yeah, so it turns into this just caterpillar shit, not going anywhere. No chance. It has been bouncing like ish off the top of this. And of course, it just disappears, dude. It's really glitching up. Oh my lord. Yeah, it's really acting goofy today, huh? I was gonna say it keeps bouncing ish off this thing. Or at least above it, I guess. We came down here, we bounced off this zone. Would you take that? I would not take that. But I would draw this. And if this can retain some structure, let's see what we can get. It is 3, it's past 3 now. So, no, I'm not going to take that. These lower highs, this not closing above this. Oof, and look at that. Read that one like a pro. Could you have scalped? You might have been able to get some. No, not quite. Also, look how I didn't even realize this. Look how small that's 14 points. The whole thing is 30 points. Like, these aren't big moves this week. Or at least not this day. I still don't love it, baby. Still don't love it.
Yep.
All right. And don't bother taking. Don't bother taking anything else right now. About 4 o'clock. It's just going goofy style. Okay. One thing I didn't do was what did the volume profile look like back here? Back here. That was at there. Oh, I wonder if it's going to take me to some random place in the map. Okay. When it was right here. So when we were gearing up to enter right now, it was bouncing at, this is like kind of a gap, okay? There is the POC and there is a lot of volume, but it's like testing the outside of the volume value area. it's just making higher highs, higher lows on this sort of gap.
Not cute.
And let's just get rid of this.
Not cute.
You just see a lot of volume pop out right there. Value area high just went up. Yeah, so just like wick down below that little boy right there. Still kind of a gap. It's like bouncing almost right off of this shelf, almost. But if we're just kind of looking at that, I also didn't quite enter there. This is where I entered. Yeah, same kind of read. So what I actually got against you, if you entered on that boy right there, which we did. Oh, never mind. Okay, so yeah, that was more of a price action read. But I think you could also target this node right here. Well, that's pretty much where we targeted. You could probably target value area high. You could probably, I mean, we know this now, but if you're thinking of places to leave runners, usually just like value area high, 1801 channel. So this green line, which is also kind of coinciding with another volume ledge up there. There you go. I mean, duh, you know, because we saw that already, but okay. We're already at 17 minutes. Let's just like sweep over the rest of the week. Tuesday, what did I see? I think Tuesday might have been the day I didn't look at. So maybe we'll go over that next time. I don't know. I did look at this day and I didn't like anything, I think. Turned into really a downtrend day. This would have been a good short, obviously, but I didn't like the price action that was. I didn't like these higher lows and highs. I didn't like this trend. So I didn't short there. But that would have worked out. I don't want to leave that there because it's a bad short. What else? Right there. Yeah, just nothing good. Because if you shorted there, like this is what I was worried was going to happen, is that you have this trend, you get a good signal right here, but you immediately get faked out. So, a little risky. I would say quite risky, even. So yeah, I didn't see anything. This, what happened here? This isn't, so I don't like this because I've taken that and it's basically getting engulfed by the previous candle and it tends to be a fakie. And then it went down, made lower highs. You get another signal, but I also didn't like that because of the structure. That was early in the day too. And then you get this where it wicks below the zone and then goes up. Yeah, a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing, dude. Okay, well, I'll probably be watching tomorrow. So yeah.